with it. We just left our house about 15 minutes ago, and we just saw this sort of a pond full with fish. I listened to music, and I brought everything, including you know what, and I brought my thingamajig. Tom's asking me, "You wet?" And I brought my schoolwork and everything. Well, here's Tommy. Hello. This is Tom, of course. You know, because he copies Johnny Carson, so. Here's Tommy. No, okay. Anyways, we're listening to music here. We're having lots of fun. I'm playing my recorder, and he's listening to. He will be listening. Your recorder show. He will be listening to it after, I get off this tape. And, let's see here. Just a minute, okay?
Good morning, this is the captain speaking. We are 439 miles from Memphis on Thursday morning, the 25th of March, 2 days before the big game in the Superdome. The weather is rainy, with a prediction of 1 to 3 inches of snow in the Chicago area. We just ran into rain and some small snow flurries here about an hour north of Champaign, Illinois. Road conditions are pretty fair, traffic is light, and the rest of the family is asleep.
Except me.
Except Jim. And Tom just woke up. This is the captain passing to Jim.
Hello, goodbye.
This is the captain once again. We're 228 miles from the end of Illinois. We just passed through Champaign, Illinois on I-57. We're seem to be running out of rain and into spring. The grass is starting to turn green, and we're beginning to look for buds on the trees. The time is... Memphis is 410 miles south. This is the captain signing off for now.
Hello? Hello? This is Tom again. And we're still safe on the road to New Orleans. Yeah. We're getting down south. Grass is really green. And we're about 20 minutes. In about 20 minutes, we'll be getting out of Illinois.
Showtime in the Dome. And let's go to Frank Fallon now to meet the starting lineups.
The Georgetown Hoyas and the North Carolina Tar Heels. For Georgetown, at a forward, number 32, a 6'5", 185-pound senior from Potomac, Maryland, Eric Smith. For North Carolina, at a forward, number 44, a 6'8", 210-pound sophomore from East Meadow, New York, Matt Doherty. For Georgetown, at a forward, number 40, a 6'7", 180-pound senior from Washington, D.C., Mike Hancock. For North Carolina, and a forward, number 52, a 6'9", 219-pound junior from Gastonia, North Carolina, James Worthy. For Georgetown, at center, number 33, a 7-foot, 220-pound freshman from Cambridge, Massachusetts, Pat Ewing. For North Carolina, at center, number 41, a 6'9", 224-pound sophomore from Latham, New York, Sam Perkins. For Georgetown, at a guard, number 20, a 6'5", 190-pound sophomore from the Bronx, New York, Fred Brown. For North Carolina, at a guard, number 23, a 6'5", 189-pound freshman from Wilmington, North Carolina, Michael Jordan. 21, a 6'3", 170-pound senior from Gastonia, North Carolina, Eric Floyd. And for North Carolina, at a guard, number 21, a 6'3", 162-pound senior from the Bronx, New York, Jimmy Black. The head coach of the Georgetown Hoyas is John Thompson. The head coach of the North Carolina Tar Heels is Dean Smith.
minutes of basketball to determine the national champion. The officials, John DeBrow from the Big 8, Bobby Dibler of the Western Athletic Conference, and Hank Nichols of the Metro. As Sam Perkins will be going up at center circle against Pat Ewing, and the 1982 NCAA championship is underway. Hancock off to Eric Smith. Back out to Hancock. This is Fred Brown, who played so well, and that win over Louisville. Sleepy Floyd, over 2,000 points in his career at Georgetown. The all-time leading scorer has to get it back out to Brown, and North Carolina playing some tough man-to-man defense into Ewing.
Straight man-to-man. Perkins letting you...
I think Dad wants to tell you where we are here.
We're about 20 minutes from Mount Vernon, Illinois. It's 10:45 Central Standard Time. We have roughly 118 miles to the border, and shortly thereafter we'll be picking up Interstate 55. The first buds appeared on the trees just south of Effingham, where we also saw a first accident. A semi-trailer truck loaded with lime headed northbound on 57 absolutely creamed a large sign stanchion, gave the distances to the various cities heading north. It looked like it had happened some time ago. The tow trucks were on their way at that time. This is the captain turning it over to Jim.
No comment.
It's 1:15 in the afternoon, and we've just passed over the Mississippi River Bridge outside Cairo, Illinois. Cairo like the syrup. We're headed toward Sighton, Missouri, with Memphis about 150 miles down the highway. The Mississippi was in flood. It wasn't really too bad compared to past years. It was about 8 to 10 feet off the top of the levee, which isn't very much. The flowers are in bloom here. The red buds blooming. The trees are, willow trees are about half-leafed, and some of the bushes, like the multifloral roses, are almost fully leafed. And we're all half-baked. Good morning, it's Friday. We spent the night in Jackson, Mississippi after reaching Arkansas at 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon, Memphis at approximately 4:30, and Jackson at 8 o'clock last evening. The cold front has followed us down, which has helped our mileage, but it has not done anything for the temperature here, which has plummeted by the local terms down into the 40s. It's a beautiful sunny day. The leaves are on all the trees, and it's just gorgeous as far as we're concerned. We'll pass this to Tom.
So this is Tom again. We just passed through a, we were exploring Jackson, and we went to a garage sale, and after we left, just minutes after we left the town, there was an explosion at, what was it there?
Chemical and Feed Company.
Yeah, and we heard it on the news, and it said they'd give us more information about it. It was, how did the bomb, or what was it? Just gases? Gases. Yeah.
Seconds after we passed the area.
It was seconds after we passed the area.
Tell them about Jackson. What you
and
saw.
okay, well, when we explored, we saw houses that were really nice with really green grass. It's really flowers, red blooming trees, and shining leaves. And the trees some of them, they look like they were fake. They were so shiny. They were plastic. Let's see, what else? What was there? There was log cabins we saw, and Dad, he told us. Yeah, we just pulled out of a rest stop, and we had breakfast there. Good too. We had eggs and sausage, scrambled eggs, and potatoes, mushrooms, cereal. It was pretty good. You should have tasted it. I've got to go now. See ya. Oh, we're coming up on a sign that says New Orleans, 137 miles. Look at Brookhaven's on there. Tell what time it is. Time is 10:03 and exactly 20 seconds.
Ready.
This is Tom signing off for now.
Ready.
Hi, this is Tom again. We're about 10-15 miles from New Orleans, and we just finished eating some crawfish. Wasn't bad. Let's see, it's pretty hot, really hot. The countryside, it's unusual compared to Michigan. We've seen people, I've seen an alligator in the river on the bridge we're going across. We're going across, it's a swamp. It has really weird grass. It seems to have a lot of fish in it. Seems to have pretty good depth. And the bridge that we're going across is very, very long. I've never gone across a bridge that's been longer. I see an airplane. It looks like it's going to land, and then I see another one behind it. Looks like it's taking off.
There's an airport right here on the lakeshore. That's why.
Yeah, there's an airport on the lake shore.
See downtown New Orleans in the distance.
I can see downtown New Orleans from where we are on the bridge. It has pretty big cities. Now I'm going to hand this tape over to Dad.
I'll get back with you later.
Oops. Coming up on the Superdome here. Here we go.
All right, what you're seeing?
I'm seeing
Like the cemetery, all kinds of traffic.
we just went past the cemetery. They don't bury people underground because of the water the water level. Let's see. We've got big highways in here. We're getting into the big part of the town. Let's see. Well, I can see the Superdome right now. Here we go. We're going up on the expressway. And then I see a whole bunch of other buildings right by the Superdome. Just how they showed it on TV. When they had the little song, On the Road Again. Here, oh man, that's big. You should see it. Whew. Big. You can see the whole city from up here on the expressway. Look at all those.
Here's my Holiday Inn sheet.
Back there. Look at all those wirings over there. And there's, man, big buildings. Man. Whew. We're gonna go right past it, right up here. We're right in downtown New Orleans. There's 4 lanes on the street.
It's only 1:30 in the afternoon and the traffic is very heavy.
Yeah, it's 1:30 in the afternoon and the traffic's pretty heavy for 1:30. As we approach the Superdome, it becomes bigger and bigger. Now, Dad, you want to talk? Okay. This is how I'm gonna be going now. Man, that looks big. See ya.
Hello, this is Jim.
I'm Tom.
And we just arrived in New Orleans at 1:30. Right now it's 2:45. And we've been looking for a hotel for about an hour. And
Quite.
yes, quite.
No.
And we've been roaming the city just looking at sights and also the Superdome. And here we are at 2:46 and 11 seconds. And we're having a nice time at the big Holiday Inn Hotel. And our dad is locking the car up. And we're going to go swimming right now. So this is Jim signing off.
I'm
Bye-bye. And it's 5:52 for 15 seconds. We're going to Clementine's Seafood Buffet, which you can eat, all you can eat, for anonymous price at the Airport Hilton across the west side of town. And you start off with seafood crumble or alligator soup, and then you get beautifully prepared crawfish, shrimp, oysters, fish, crab, and more. You may eat the same them hot, cold, broiled, fried, barbecue, or plain. Plus, you get a super salad bar and a homemade dessert for all you can eat. Anonymous price. Bye. Hello, this is Jim at the hour. It will be 10:34. And we just got home from the restaurant called Clementine's Seafood Buffet. And I had the buffet, of course, which I had no oysters. And I had the crab, which was delicious. And shrimp, it was so-so. Crawfish was so-so. And the best of all was the catfish. It was great. And I'm pretty tired here at 11:35 Central Time, 11:35 our time. So, this is Jim Trout going to sleep. Bye. It's 8:36 a.m. and we're just about to leave to New Orleans, downtown, of course. And we're going to roam around the city, seeing all kinds of sights. The game starts at 2:38 Central Time. Right now it is Saturday at 8:36 a.m. and we're just about to leave.
For Bourbon Street.
For Bourbon Street.
Oh, again. We're here in the Superdome. Okay. Look at that. Listen to the band. Can you hear it? I can. Oh, what?
Wait at the band.
Listen. The crowd really roared. First it's North Carolina and Houston.
They're getting fired up now.
They're really getting fired up.
North Carolina going.
There's 11 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the warm-up. Yes? Oh, up there, this stadium is tremendous. It's huge. Huge. Looks like...
Louisville's trying to drown North Carolina out.
Yeah, did you hear him? Well, Louisville's trying to drown North Carolina out before the game. Anyways, there's a lot of Houston colors and North Carolina colors in here. Everybody's yelling in here. Okay. They're still warming up. Still warming up. Maybe you'd like to listen to a little out of the crowd.
Quiet.
Huh?
Get back with us.
North Carolina's still warming up. Louisville already went in for their pep talk with their coach. Oh boy. This is exciting for me. I wonder if it's exciting. I wonder if it's exciting for you just listening. Now there's about 8 minutes left in the warm-up. Everything seems to be going pretty well. There's a lot of empty seats here, though. But, of course, it's not what they expected. They wanted to paw, but Lena, do you want to say anything? Okay. Comes the band again. Yeah. I'll get back with you later. But first, it's Jeff, and it is 5 minutes for practice, and the team just went into the locker rooms to get ready, and I will be going off and on, like when the sound gets going, I push record. Just a minute. Here comes the crowd! Here's Houston coming out of the locker room. I'm sure the crowd will go wild when North Carolina comes out. Here they are! The North Carolina Tar Heels! Up on top, and it's showing CBS coverage of the finals, so we can watch the replays and everything. Here are the final seconds of the break. 4, 3, 2, 1, and the buzzer just went off. So we're going to start it in 1 minute. So this is Jim Trout signing off, and we'll keep you full up-to-date coverage of this basketball game. Thank you. We're going to announce the starting lineups, and here they are. Ryan Rexler from Houston. North Carolina, Matt Doran. Here's Houston. Michael Young. North Carolina, James Worley. Houston at center. Larry Mitchell. For North Carolina, Sam Perkins. Houston, 0-0. Lyndon Rose. For North Carolina, Michael Jordan. And here's Houston. Rob Williams. North Carolina. Jimmy Black. And there's the starting lineup. The head coach of Tar Heels is Dean Smith. And the coach of Houston is
Guy Lewis.
That was the tip-off, folks. And Houston's got it. They're going in. Passing, dribbling. Passing. It's the shot. Oh, off the glass. No good. North Carolina rebound. The score is 8-0. And Houston just called the timeout with North Carolina leading. North Carolina has 1 team foul, Houston 2. 16:44 to go in the half. We have an official timeout. North Carolina is now leading 18-13. 9:59 left. North Carolina has 4 fouls, team fouls. Houston 3. And it looks like Houston might come back. And it's official timeout with North Carolina 28, Houston 25.
2:32 left. North Carolina has 5 team fouls, Houston 4. And we're seeing the replays on the screen right above us. And we'll be back with more information at the half. It's halftime! North Carolina 31, Houston 29. And the crowd's just getting revved up. They both have 17 fouls. 5 for North Carolina and Houston 4. Woodard will be updating you throughout the whole game. Jim, sign off. And that's the end of the first half, with the North Carolina Tar Heels 31 and the Houston whatever 29. Well, there's 26 seconds left in the game. North Carolina 67, Houston 61. North Carolina shooting free throws. They just made one. So it's 68-61. North Carolina. Georgetown's getting really fired up for the next game. And looks like the North Carolina Tar Heel fans are getting real. They're gonna get real hyped up for their winning. Looks like this one's over now. That's it. No more. Everybody's going wild. North Carolina's going wild. Now Georgetown's gonna get warmed up for the next game. Now we're ready to go for Georgetown and Louisville. The crowd's going wild here. Wahoo! That's my dad, of course. Now we're just about to start the semifinal between Georgetown and Louisville. Back with you in a moment. Just about at the end of the game. Pretty close. Everybody's yelling for their own team now. It's 49-46. What? There's 11 seconds to go in the game. What? Oh. They're coming out on the court now. Georgetown is shooting free throws. Who is it, Dan? Who's shooting free throws? Oh no. Here goes the free throw. It's up. Oh no. No good. Georgetown's ball.
He missed the free throw, but it's Georgetown's ball out of bounds off the Louisville player. 9 seconds left. Georgetown will have to inbound it under their own basket. It's in. They're trying to foul him. He passes to the backcourt. He fouled him. 5 seconds left, and it's a 2-shot foul for Georgetown.
I think that pretty well wraps it up.
We'll get back with you.
Yeah. They just scored the first free throw. Second one's up, no good. Louisville comes down the court. 3, 2, 1. That's all over. 50-46. Final score. Excuse me. Hi, this is Jim. It's 8:08 a.m. Monday morning, and yesterday we went down to Bourbon Street, and the crowds were heavy and crazy, and I went and bought some fan stuff. I bought a Georgetown Big Finger and 2 pom-poms. Tom got a hat, a present, and piece of material with things of New Orleans, like Superdome and things like that. And Elena got 2 bookcases that are shaped like ducks, and a present for Casey. I don't know if Casey's going to listen, but I shouldn't tell. But we had a great time, and Jerry came with us, and we went down to Jackson Square, and we saw magicians and a bagpipe that we got a picture, and I gave 3 cents to him. How much did you give, Dad?
About 75.
He gave about 75 cents, and we also saw this, well, Dad saw this Australian guy with all these weird instruments, but when he found us and then told us to come back to the square, he was just walking away, so I would have enjoyed to see that. We also saw a magician eat fire, and we saw a tap dancer, a kazoo player with little things that
Jazz band?
well, like a couple tops of tin cans, and
Yeah, well, it's part of it, Tom.
and we also saw a couple strip joints that weren't getting very much business.
You didn't see it, you.
Of course we did. Saw the pictures though. And we got lost. Well, there were about 3 of us separated, and Ray and Jerry was all over the place, so we spent about an hour looking for everyone. Then we finally found each other, and then we had to separate again. And then it was about 6 o'clock, and everyone was starting to get drunk and crazy and everything. Dad said that's not the time to hang out there. And overall, we had a pretty good time.
Tell about the all-pink jazz band that we saw, those people playing and dancing just before we left. Yes, you did. You were right up there looking at them.
Oh,
As we were starting to leave.
the feather guys? And
Yeah,
crazy.
the feathers and all the pinks and the umbrellas and that all-black band with the tap dancer out in front of the church.
Uh-huh.
And you might tell them about that.
Well, at the end we saw this 50s jazz band that they had all different kinds of costumes that were back in the 50s and 20s and stuff that were doing jazz, dancing and everything. And we also saw this jazz band where it had a tuba, trombone, a saxophone, trumpet, flute, drum, a bass drum, and I think it had an oboe or a clarinet, and they were pretty good, and they were getting big money too. And we went by these tap dancers that they got about $1 worth, and everyone was cheering, and they were fighting like, "You did it, boy! You did it!" And well, we had a good time.
And while we watched the jazz band dance food.
And we also, while we were watching a jazz band, our dad saw James Worthy, and we went up and we got his autograph, and he's a star on North Carolina Tar Heels, which every 5 steps or so he would go, "Go Tar Heels," with everyone chanting. Just off of St. Peter Street, we saw this guy. He had top of metal cans. He was playing with kazoo. He was going, "I want to be happy." He was going, "Dick." And he got lots of money just for doing that. It was a pretty good idea. And just right off in the French. The French Quarter. That was in the French Quarter. What? We saw lots of black bands and stuff like that around Bourbon Street and St. Peter Street. Today we're going to go on a little trip to, what's it called, Dad?
Chalmette Battlegrounds to have a picnic and stuff. And after that, we'll go. And that's where Andrew Jackson fought the British at the New Orleans battle. And later on, he became the president of the United States. After we eat, we're going to go back to the Superdome, French Quarter, and try one of the donuts that Mom suggested very highly. At the Cafe Du Monde, and explore a little bit more. Then we'll go back to the Superdome and watch the finals of. This is Tom signing off for now. Here goes the crowd. Here comes the Hoyas running up. Superdome, well, it doesn't have very many people in it. There's a lot of seats that are empty. It's not what I figured very much. Hoya sure do look revved up to go. Crowd is screaming very loud. Here comes North Carolina. Everybody's screaming louder. Boo, you hear that? Boo, boo, boo. They look fired up, but I don't like them at all. Anyways, I kind of hope Georgetown wins. This is Don. I'll get back with you later. Today we went out to the Chalmette or something like that battlegrounds, and we saw ocean-going ships there. After that, we went back to our hotel and then back to the French Quarter. We had gumbo and catfish, and then after that we had one of those delicious donuts that Mom was describing so well and tasted so good. And let's see, then we bought this table that we're going to have at our house. We bought it in an antique shop. Well, and now we're at the Superdome. Well, but that's about all I'm gonna say now. See you later. And the game is ready to go at 20 minutes, and they're just about to tip off. The crowd is almost a sellout, and they're going round. And here's the tip. Georgetown gets it. Georgetown has control.
And zone.
Man to man.
No, it's zone. Now they're man to man.
Man to man.
You win!
Not by the way. He makes it. Further more updates in a moment. It's here
in tournament play in the East region. Now it's a big 1-1.
32-31.
Wow, that wasn't even close. And now Georgetown can take the lead. 1:16 left. That's 10 rebounds for Pat Ewing. Eric Smith off to Pat Ewing.
Hancock was wide open under the basket. Nobody saw him. I figure Sleepy Floyd's going to go for the jumper.
Is he ever? Fake beautifully once, twice, gets a roll, and the Hoyas lead by 1. What a play by Sleepy Floyd.
52 seconds.
18 points in the game for the All-American. And as we suspected, it's going right down to the wire.
And Georgetown's going to go into the zone. They are not going to come out and chase. And North Carolina now cannot go to the four corners.
With that odd point, we're going for a game-winning or a losing shot. And Dean Smith asks and gets timeout. That was the 15th lead change we've had in this ball game on that remarkable suspension in midair by Sleepy Floyd. We'll be back. You see the time remaining, 32 seconds to win the championship. Georgetown adds the lead, and I just cannot believe this play that Sleepy Floyd made.
Well, you knew he was going to take it. He's a money player. A double fake. Had a guy in front, a guy behind, and Georgetown getting some nice bounces now. Ewings did the same thing right before that. What it does, Gary, it changes the offensive philosophy completely for North Carolina. They, with the lead, could force Georgetown to be man-to-man. Now Georgetown back in the zone. Most coaches, though, with a timeout, go ahead and change their defense just to throw the other team off stride. Let's see if Georgetown now comes out man-to-man.
Georgetown still has one timeout left. North Carolina has 4. 32 seconds to go. A 1-point lead for Georgetown.
No, they stay in the 1-3-1 with Ewing in the middle. They've got to look to get it in there. You can't with a shot blocker like Ewing take so much time.
Doherty to Black. The time, 18. Shot. Jordan! Michael Jordan!
14 seconds.
Brown.
Look for Sleepy Floyd.
Oh, he threw it to the wrong man. He threw it to Worthy.
It's over. It's over.
He's fouled by Eric Smith. Fred Brown somehow or another threw the ball into the hands of James Worthy.
Look at Dean Smith. Totally in control. Everybody going crazy. See if he doesn't call a timeout to settle things down.
The emotion. Jordan is down. He is down and now getting up. There's Black. That's Black. He can't believe it. He's been on 3 straight ACC championship teams but never won at all. But I tell you, the guy you got to feel bad for is Fred Brown. It's like he looked back. I don't know why or what happened. Let's look at it.
Here it is right here. You know what might have flashed in front of him right there? He saw the blue and the white go by and just lost concentration. That was a smart foul right there. We've got 2 seconds to go.
Look at this. The emotion of NCAA basketball.
Now, Worthy just has to get that ball up there. If he hits the rim, he's in good shape, even if he misses the shot, because Georgetown in bad shape foul-wise.
They have one timeout left.
Eric Smith is fouled out of the ball game.
And after all of that, he did. As he tried to come back and double up and come up with the ball.
Dean Smith looked at James Worthy and said, make these. What else?
Smith leads the game with 14 points, 3 rebounds. Now, Worthy is the man that I guess should be resting on his shoulders. He's had 28 points tonight, but he's hit only 2 of 5 from the free throw line.
It's a very, very big shot.
Now they're going to call timeout. Is Georgetown calling that?
No, I can't believe John Thompson would have called that. I believe Dean Smith did, just to reorganize the whole situation. He called his 5th. Very surprising, unless John wants to just give him a talk to about the future, because now he can't do anything other than throw the long pass if the shot is missed.
Well, he's run out of timeouts.
That's right, that's his 5th.
And so even if they get the rebound on this, 2 seconds, there's nothing left you can do.
That's right. Very interestingly, in the rule changes in basketball, and thinking ahead into next year, although this game certainly is not over. One change we're going to see, the jump ball situation. If the defense creates the jump ball will turn over to the defense and disregard the pointing of the arrow, which I think most coaches have asked for. The clock, we won't see that at all. And what we may also see, there's been some talk, if a game goes into overtime and a player is fouled out, he gets an opportunity to come back with 1 more foul.
Well, for so many years, they said about Dean Smith he couldn't win the big one. He's 2 seconds away from winning the big one now. The 7th time he's been to the Final Four, the 4th time in the championship.
Both in the bonus, and it's a foul. James Worthy is going to shoot. They're both in the bonus, and here's a shot. He misses!
Better hope he makes this one.
And if
He makes it, they get it out of bounds and down. They're out of timeouts.
Georgia has no timeouts. It could be the game. The game. Final score 63-62. Final score at the skate. Bye. Sign off. Hi, this is your first mate speaking. It's 1:17 p.m. Tuesday, and we just left New Orleans about at 9 o'clock, and we're going along here, and right by the border of Mississippi. We stopped at a rest area and had a brunch, and we had pancakes and eggs, and we were fishing, no luck. We saw these people had caught 3 fish, and there was this 9-pound bass that was big compared to us, but he just goes, whoa, nothing. And we're going along the Gulf of Mexico and Mississippi, and we see white sand beaches that are very rare down here. Beautiful mansions. And we're about, how far from Mobile? 70 miles from Mobile. We'll keep you updated on this trip. Over and out. Hello, this is Tom, and we're about 50 miles south of Mobile, Alabama, and we're just about at our destination in Alabama. So we'll get back with you later, and this is Tom signing off. At the time, the tone will be 6:30, and it's a Thursday, April 2nd.
That's the tone.
Well, today we just pulled out of a park, which we did yesterday. We played in big waves that we could surf in on the beach. It was really fun. And we fished out on a pier. We caught, these guys were catching catfish for us. And we caught about, I don't know, 8 or something like that. And what?
Sea bass.
We caught sea bass. Sea bass. And there was nice sand all around. It was all white. I've never seen that kind of sand I've never seen that kind of sand very often. Jim caught catfish, and he caught sunburn too. Bad sunburn, very bad. We're headed up to Grandma and Grandpa Nemeth in Atlanta, and that's where our next stop is. And it's weather time, and it's 68 degrees at 6:30 a.m. And yesterday, where I got my sunburn at the Gulf Beach, it was 80 degrees with winds southeast 20 to 25 miles an hour. And that's where I got my sunburn, Annalena, Tom, and sort of Dad. So this is your meteorologist, first mate, signing off. We just arrived at Grandma and Grandpa Nemeth's house, and we've spent about 30 to an hour looking for it, but we didn't have too much of a problem as we did last time. I looked on our map and we're about 30 miles off, even close to their house. So they're not here right now, and it's the time is 4:04 Eastern Time, and Dad thinks that Grandma and Grandpa went to work so they can have the day off tomorrow. So we'll keep you updated, and we'll have an interview with them. So this is Jim signing off.
Hello, everyone. This is Grandfather Nemeth speaking to you from Dunwoody, Georgia, a suburb of Atlanta. This is Saturday morning, April the 3rd, and I'm sitting here at the breakfast table with Jim Sunshine Trout. He's the court interviewer, and he doesn't know what to ask me. Well, anyhow, we've had a marvelous time having y'all visit us, and we're looking forward to your return visit in August when our youngest son, Dave, is married, and then we get a bonus this year by being able to go north at Christmas time and visit you again. What do you think of that?
Yeah.
Okay, is that all you can say?
That's going to come through on the tape, Jim.
Yeah, that was a very weak okay. Well, we're real pleased that you enjoyed the basketball tourney, and it was really nice of your dad and Elena to take the trip into the east area to bring you guys by. We've really enjoyed having you. And I think if you'll just listen to some of the instructions that I gave you yesterday, you could wind up being a pretty good bowler. But you insist on standing straight up and just dropping that ball.
I got 4 strikes.
But you got 4 strikes, and I guess I can't quarrel with that.
Yeah, GG went to yours.
Yeah, but you'd get a strike and then about 4 gutter balls in a row. But you didn't do badly.
I got 83.
T. Tom has just joined us. He's got his NCAA hat on. He's got his NCAA shirt on. And incidentally, Jimmy has his on, too. What have you been laying on? You got a red mark right below your eye there. What is that? Yeah. Did you run into something?
What's the name of that stuffed animal?
It's probably the chair.
The chair?
Throwing it back and forth at each other. Maybe it hits in and out.
No, seriously, what is that mark that you have there?
Oh, your dog.
Oh, you were leaning on the chair? Oh, I see. It's a hand mark then.
I knew there was some kind of game going on that we didn't know about.
Yeah. Well, we really enjoyed that dinner last night with you guys, too. I've never seen anybody wolf chicken down as fast as Jim did. And you made mincemeat out of that trout also. The only thing that we didn't have last night was mashed potatoes and gravy.
In the kitchen sink.
But you know, we had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 trouts with us last night. We had Jim Trout, Tom Trout, and Rainbow Trout. I didn't know that your dad had a brother. Charlie Rainbow Trout, huh?
I forgot Elena.
Elena Trout, of course. And I'll tell you, we had more trout at the table last night than you could shake a stick at. They were swimming all over the place.
And eating.
And then all of a sudden, these guys decided to eat them. Incidentally, I just want everyone to understand that I'm the pool champion of this entire group.
They're bad.
Tommy says, bah, humbug. You whipped me 4 games in a row last night. I whipped me 4 games in a row. I got the 8 ball.
I'm last. I'm part of it too.
No, you're not last.
Yeah, I am.
You're the puzzle putter together expert.
Yeah.
Only took you about 4 hours, but after you figured it out, you made several things out of that puzzle. That's very good.
Yeah, I made the crystal and the bed.
Yeah.
It only took them like 4
In the
hours,
tunnel?
Yeah.
You made the tunnel?
The canal.
In the canal?
You made the tunnel? What does it look like? The tunnel.
Well, it just had a hole through the puzzle.
Let's take a picture of the boys out on the deck with their...
That'd be a good idea. I think I'll take a picture of you guys out on the deck with your NCAA shirt on. Why don't you shut that off now? We'll go take a picture and then we'll talk into it some more.
All right.
Okay, Betty Jo, start talking. Tommy wants you to interview her.
Well, just say something.
Grandma can't say anything. She's giggling at the top of her voice. Can you imagine that? She's looking at Tommy with long